The Silent Cartographer Evolved is a custom-made map from 2015 for Halo Combat Evolved that has made its way to the Master Chief Collection, thanks to Bronto and iFaFoodify. This map is a complete reimagining of the beloved level, and you'll see how the Cartographer is anything but silent. First, stepping out of the Pelican, boots on the sand, you can go to work with your grenade launcher attached assault rifle. Check it out now.
Don't get cocky now! Fire in the hole!
There is so much to this island, you can easily spend over an hour checking out all the sights, sounds, and skirmishes. But in this video, I'll be focused on three details: the gorgeous skybox, the warthog, and particle effects. Right off the bat, let's look at the particle effects and other details of the Covenant Carbine. Ejecting and inserting a pod, you will see particles dispersing, and once a new pod is primed, a visual indicator is displayed with lit up hashes. If you notice closely, these hashes are accounting for the number of rounds you have available in the pod. That's a really neat detail out of many, just on the carbine itself. Now, some of you watching may recall this level in Halo Single Player version 3, also known as Halo SPV 3. The differences are that this version is aligned with the original 2015 Silent Cartographer Evolved and was meticulously ported over to the Master Chief Collection, whereas SPV 3 takes liberties within the sandbox, radically changing the gameplay originally intended by the custom mapping team, also known as Halo CMT. In short, you can enjoy this highly acclaimed modded level closer to the way the original team intended without having to go through the process of installing Halo Custom Edition and swapping back and forth to the Master Chief Collection for your Halo mods. Now let's take a look at this amazing skybox. I'd say this is my favorite Halo ring wall skybox. The Halo ring, being at an angle, allows the sun to shine on it in a certain way, and the island is not in the center of the ring, so the whole skybox looks impressive and truly otherworldly. This unique skybox makes me want to explore more of the ring just out in the distance. What is it like out there? Now let's get in the Puma and head to higher ground. I've got to show you more of the skybox from another angle.
Come on! Nice one! Oh yeah! I want free! Way to go!
Now that we're in the perfect spot, first let's listen to the shifting of weight for the Warthog once the half-ton Master Chief dismounts. Awesome audio detail. Now taking a look at the moon basis, we see that the sun is shining on it from the opposite side of the Jovian planet Threshold. Therefore, a moon shadow can be seen from our vantage point. Looking to our left, we see a perfect ring shadow. That is Halo's shadow on the gas surface of Threshold. How awesome that is to consider the shadow of Halo. I've thought for a while that a Halo game, no matter if it's one campaign level and or multiplayer map, should take place on a planet or moon that shows a full Halo ring in the skybox. How cool would that be? The first level in Halo Combat Evolved, the Pillar of Autumn, does show the full Halo ring when looking out of the window of the bridge, but to see a full Halo ring out in the distance while on an organic surface, I think would be really neat with an ominous tone. But I never thought of a Halo ring's shadow being shown on a nearby planet. That is really neat. Okay, let's dive into a specific function of the Puma, the Warthog. Plowing into enemies is still functional, but that comes with a cost. You and your allies can take damage. However, 2 medkits are on board and you can use both of them when operating the Warthog. That momentary flash is one we are familiar with when we walk over a medkit in Halo Combat Evolved. The medkits are for people only. The Warthog does not feel better when you use the medkit. Despite sustaining damage, it's a worthy risk to take the Warthog. Just like the original Silent Cartographer that implements the Warthog very well, you want to drive it around this beautiful island. Here's what it looks like when it explodes. When it comes to the gunplay, it's got that smooth Halo Combat Evolved feel. From the gameplay flow, the particle effects, and the sleek animations, it's clear of the team's volition to make a unique Halo experience. These heavy metal spike projectiles look devastating impaled into the target, just like the spiker should have been depicted. See the particle effects as each spike impales the target. Sparks are flying everywhere and bouncing on the ground, dissipating shortly after. Smoke escapes from the body and the burning spikes. This is the most fun I've had with the spiker than any other official Halo title. Now let's further admire the particle effects from other weapons. You can see here the brutes have skewered our friends. These massive interiors look wonderful, especially for an over 20-year-old game that's been modified.
Use the holo panel to shut down the security system.
This security room is much larger with a much better vista than the original. And in the center here you have a nice hologram showing you the entire island. These interior capacitors are a really neat touch. You know, in the original, Chief walks to the end of the diving board and there's nothing there to activate. Doing an about face leads you to where you actually need to go, but here in the Silent Cartographer Evolved, you will need to activate a bridge that leads you to the Cartographer. It makes me wonder if one of the developers for this map took inspiration from BioShock. If it's not BioShock, then certainly Halo 2's campaign level Regret. Perhaps both.
Spot if we don't get out of here before additional reinforcements. Let's find that map.
This map has little fish, and they come up as friendlies on the radar. I said this map has a beautiful skybox, but it also has a mysterious ocean box.
This is it.
Wow, this is the room for the Cartographer? There are 3 power sources that Chief needs to activate for the Cartographer to display the control center. The Covenant are getting in the way of that. Once you eliminate the Covenant, or most of them, and you activate all 3 power sources, you can use the Cartographer and admire its massive hologram. It's interesting seeing the difference from the original Silent Cartographer, because in the original Halo, the room is much smaller compared to the entire structure around it, and the route seems like an afterthought. It's completely innocuous. Though it makes sense the name is the Silent Cartographer. I've always liked the blue lighting that fills the room whenever the Cartographer is activated. It's nice. Perhaps the Forerunners wanted a discrete map room, hiding it from the Flood. But I also like the philosophy in the Silent Cartographer Evolved. Design the map room and the route to get there to be ceremonious. Place it deep within the ocean depths so the Flood can't get to it easily on land. Since it's far underwater, it would be pretty silent, way down there. These elites have some really nice detail to them. If you select easy mode for this map, it's not actually easy, but rather a different experience. This mod is very much worth checking out. There's even a developer room mode included. Just hold the jump button while the level loads up. You may also check out a recent video I created showcasing Truth and Reconciliation Revisited. It's from the same mod authors, Bronto and Ifafudify. They created and ported over assets for a reimagining of Truth and Reconciliation. It's a lot of fun to play, just like the Silent Cartographer Evolved.
K-Y-O-T. Coyote.